Hey, boys and girls, it's Miss Judy, and I'm here with you today, and I'm going to do lesson 3 of our chapter over the life cycle. But before we do that, I've got back here on the backboard some more notes that I've added for our lesson 2 lesson when we talked about the life cycle of a dragonfly. So if you look here on the bottom of the board, I've got lesson 2, and number 1, it says a nymph is a young insect. They look like their parents, but they do not have wings. Okay, remember nymph was a vocabulary word. And below it, you can see where I have the life cycle. Dragonflies start out as eggs. Remember, they lay their eggs in the water. And then they are a nymph, the young insect. And as they grow, remember, they shed their skin until they become the adult dragonfly. And that's when they have their wings. And they become parents. And then that life cycle starts again over and over. Okay? Remember, another vocabulary we had is at the very top of the board on number 1, life cycle. Okay? Get my finger to go over there. There it is, life cycle. Remember, the way a living thing grows and changes is called a life cycle. Okay? So today we're going to do lesson 3. It can be found on page 110, 111 in your science book. We are going to talk about the life cycle of a horse. So it looks like this, page 110, 111. So go ahead and get your books opened and get there, and we will read and discuss it together. All right. So you should have time. You should be there now. So I'm going to go ahead and start reading. You guys follow along and read with me as I go. What is the life cycle of a horse? A horse is a mammal. Most young mammals grow inside their mothers. Young mammals drink milk from their mother. Okay? Now, we talked about mammals a couple chapters ago, back in chapter 2. And we talked about how mammals have backbones. They have hair and fur on their bodies. And we talked about how mammals give birth to their babies and they're able to feed their babies milk. Okay? And we talked about different types of mammals, not just horses, but we talked about dogs, cats. We said chipmunks were mammals, squirrels were mammals. Okay, those were just some of the examples that we had given. Okay, now if you look at the picture in your science book, okay, this is a picture of a life cycle of the horse. Okay, and so if you start over here, okay, that's the beginning. And remember, these pictures have important information in them, so always read the small print that's beside it, okay? So up here it says a young horse is called a foal, okay? That's what you would call a baby horse, a foal. And then it's going to start growing. The second picture, the foal grows and grows. It looks like its parent. Okay, you can see that it looks like it's a parent. You can tell it's a horse. And then up to the last picture, the foal has become an adult horse. The adult horse is old enough to have foals of its own. And once again, it's going to become a parent, and that life cycle is just going to keep going and continue on. Okay, a very short lesson today. So let's go back to the beginning and read the one paragraph that we have. Okay, and then I'm going to ask some review questions. A horse is a mammal. Most young mammals grow inside their mothers. Young mammals drink milk from their mother. Okay, so let me ask you a couple of questions. And I may even ask some questions from back here. Okay. What do you call a baby horse? Yeah, it's called a foal. We call young horses foals. Okay. A horse is a blank. What's a horse? Besides an animal. It's a mammal. Yes, horses are mammals. They have hair and fur on their body. They give birth to their young, and they're able to feed their young milk. All right. What is a life cycle? This is from lesson 1, in case you don't remember. What's a life cycle? It's the way living things grow and change. You're correct. Okay. What is a nymph? From yesterday's lesson. What's a nymph? Yeah, it's a young insect. What makes that nymph different than its parent? Yeah, they don't have wings. They don't get their wings till they become an adult after they've shed their layers of skin. You're correct. Okay, good job, guys. Let's go over our worksheet for today. It was a very fast lesson today, I know. Okay, but here's your worksheet. Okay. Our words in our box today are foal. What's a foal? Yes, it's a baby horse. Mothers, horses, and parents. Okay. Answer your questions completely on the top, using each word only one time. On the bottom, you have 3 pictures. These pictures are not in order, but I need them to be put in order. This shows us the life cycle of a bird. And I need you to put the life cycle in order. So all you have to do is underneath each picture on the bottom, write a number 1 for what would come first, number 2, what would come second, and 3, what would be last. It'd be just like if we did it on our life cycles that are here on the board. Okay, the egg for the sea turtle would be 1, baby sea turtle would be 2, and the adult would be 3. And same thing for down here on the nymph. The egg would be number 1, nymph number 2, dragonfly number 3. Okay, so that's what I need you to do on the bottom of that worksheet for the life cycle of the bird, is put it in order. Just write the number 1, 2, 3. That's all you got to do. Okay, guys, I'll let you go so you can do your science and your other work. If you guys have any questions about anything, whether it's the science, the math, you need some little extra help, hey, feel free to send us messages on Dojo, and we will get back with you on those, okay? I miss you guys, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.